G'day, I'm Steve from Truck TV, and today we're in the New South Wales Hunter Valley with the new model four-wheel drive Fuso Canter. Now, you might have seen these all over Australia as non-urban fire vehicles. They're also mining vehicles. You don't see those as often, but the public has seen them a lot as fire trucks. This new model, in my book, has three major improvements on its predecessors. One is that for the first time there's a mechanical suspension seat for the driver. Obviously that's good on rough stuff. Secondly, they've done away with the old split rims and tube tyre system, and now it's standard disc wheels. And last but not least, after being AWOL for a couple of years, Fuso in Australia has reintroduced the low range four-wheel drive mode. Now that's very important in the real rough stuff and to get yourself out of a pickle when you need to, obviously. And we're not going to test this truck's limits today because we haven't got a backup vehicle. But what we can do is use the low range four-wheel drive to demonstrate one of the most important techniques in off-road truck driving, and that's the stall recovery. Now, knowing how to do a stall recovery could be a lifesaver. Now, this is just general guidance from an amateur. Please consult a certified instructor if you think you will be going somewhere where you'll need to do this. Now, drivers of manual vehicles, it's a natural instinct that if you're going up somewhere or anywhere where you think the engine's going to stall, you go for the clutch so that you don't stall the engine. Well, if you're going up a steep off-road hill and it's just not going to go any further, or it's slipping, well, you want it to stall, but you do not want to go for the clutch. Do not go for the clutch. Just whack your foot on the brake, and that's it. If you go for the clutch, depending on the weight on board and how good the brakes are, the vehicle may not hold. You could, worst case scenario, find yourself careering back down the hill where you just came from, but a lot quicker. Okay, we're going to give a real demo of a stall recovery now. This little baby hill in front of me, I know this truck will quite easily go up there. So I'm going to turn the ignition off to simulate stalling, and we'll take it from there. Right, foot is on the brake. It's still in first gear, because that's the gear that we were in. So what I want to do now is check that the foot brake is going to hold. So I'll slowly depress the clutch. Up until now I haven't got anywhere near it. I'm slowly depressing the clutch and the foot brake is holding nicely. So that's reassuring. Okay, we're still on a fairly steep angle, by the way, you probably can't tell. Right, next thing is I want to get it quickly as possible from first into reverse, because that's the gear that we want to go back down in. That's the one we want to recover in. So I won't push the clutch in too much and let it clutch out fairly quickly. So I'm very confident that's in reverse. I'll turn the ignition on. Probably can't hear it, but the reversing beeper is going. Now don't depend on that. With some trucks, the reversing beeper could be on, but it may not be properly in gear. I'm pretty confident because I gave it a good shove and it feels right. So I'm just going to collect my thoughts a bit further now. I'm pretty right to go, I think. I'm going to let the foot brake out very gently and see if it holds in reverse, which it is doing. Now I've got my foot over the brake, just moved a bit. I've got my foot over the brake but not on it. So now what I'm going to do is my hand's still on the reverse to make sure that it pops in if it's not properly in. I'll simply turn the ignition on and we'll go back down the hill in a nice, calm, controlled manner. I'll probably have to use the foot brake a bit. Here we go. Not even using the foot brake. So there we are. That was just a little baby hill, but you get the gist of the principle, and that procedure could save you careering back down, and who knows what could happen after that. For much more on the new four-wheel drive Canter, check out ATN and Owner Driver magazines.